And now the tighthead prop. I've got Khutha Mchunu. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And it's so nice to have some banter with the props today. I love that.
Props have the best banter.
Is it? Okay, tell me why. Because you're all in there.
No, I feel like a prop's life is about struggle. Like,
This is 1 to 15, made just for you by Bright Rock. We've teamed up with Vodacom Bulls to bring you all the details on what exactly rugby players do.
the first half of your career, all you're doing is just you're going backwards in the scrum and you're just struggling. Everything you struggle. It's not like a winger who plays and is fast
Glory.
and he's 19 and he's scoring tries. We struggle.
And he's the Wifsian and everyone's
Exactly.
obsessed with him at school. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, no. So it's just a struggle.
It's just a struggle thing. Like, we're so used to struggling, it makes us funnier. You know?
Well, I'm laughing, so you proved your point. You proved your point.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's tight about being a tighthead?
I think it's called tighthead because you're in between the prop and the hooker. So you're literally in a tight position. So your head, tight, head.
What is your role?
My role in a rugby team is to provide stability at scrum time. You look at all the world-class tightheads, they are really, really good at scrummaging. They might not always win penalties, but they're stable. And that's job number one for you. If a coach is going to pick you, that's where he's going to look first, as a tighthead.
And then tell me, in terms of stability, explain that to me. Is that standing super still and keeping the rest of your teammates stable, or what does that mean?
Stability, I don't know if you heard the saying that your tighthead is your anchor. Literally, if you think of a huge ship at the harbor, when it's stopped there, how do they make sure it doesn't move away?
Yeah.
They drop an anchor, and that's what a tighthead is. He's an anchor to make sure that the scrum doesn't move.
So at scrum time, what's your job?
My job is to try and isolate the loose head from his hooker, because obviously I'm right in between them. And if I can maneuver myself well enough, I can separate him between his hooker, and then I have a much better chance of actually dominating him. So that is my number one priority, is trying to separate him from the hooker.
And then right after that moment, where do you go?
Nowadays, rugby is so structured, I mean, particularly after a scrum, usually I'll just stay in the middle of the field. Wherever the scrum was, you'll see the props will just literally get up and walk back, and then we wait for the ball to come out.
Seems really lazy.
Well, I mean, I've exerted so much energy trying to get the scrum going, you know? All those G-forces, I have to conserve energy somehow.
Okay, so you just get up and walk to the next.
Get up.
What would your next job be outside of that set piece?
Game involvements. If we have the ball after a scrum, then I'm trying to get into the middle of the field where I can save as much energy as I can and not be exposed against quicker players like the backs. I'll try and get the team going forward with my ball carries, get some momentum, cleans. And if I'm defending, if it was the opposition scrum, I'm trying to get as close as possible to the initial ruck. Otherwise, if I'm too wide, then I'm exposed. Then you've got a Tiabelo Sanatla
Coming for you.
coming for me, and
That's not lekker.
That's a nightmare. You know.
So what has happened? What happened with that? I feel there's a story behind that.
I've actually been very fortunate. I think I'm pretty smart when it comes to making sure I don't find myself anywhere near a back. Like, I stay far away.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Okay.
Stay away.
So a smart man. A smart man is a tighthead prop and an anchor.
Exactly.
I love that description. That's so cool. When was the first time you actually played in that front row and then go into that position? Or what was it about it?
Unfortunately, I've always been a big kid. So
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Other props have said fortunately, but interesting.
I don't think there's any prop who woke up one day and saw a rugby game and thought, you know what, I want to go and scrum. I want to be the guy who hardly ever touches the ball. I want to be the guy who hardly ever scores a try. That's just never happened. So when I first started playing, my heroes were wingers and centers and fly-halves.
Okay.
So unfortunately, that's why I say unfortunately. But to bring you back to your question, I started playing prop, I think right off the bat, around under 11. When we first started scrumming, I was always a prop. I've only played 1 year outside of prop, which was under 15. I had a little bit of a growth spurt, and then I played 8th man for a year.
Okay, so I know you know it all.
Yo, I had fun. I had so much fun.
What are some of the things I guess you do extra in terms of skill set wise to be the best tighthead prop? Like, what is something you work on outside of what we see on the field?
For us as tightheads or props in general, probably the thing you work the most on is your core strength. Don't ever underestimate the strength of a prop's core. They might have big stomachs. It is incredibly strong, and you need to build that resilience over years. It takes a long time. Like, you'll get a young prop who's physically strong, maybe even stronger than you gym-wise, bench press, squatting, but the core development is the one that really takes time, and your neck. So those are the things we probably work on a lot. I mean, we do it like two times a week. We work on stability, like plank, 5-10 minutes of a straight plank, side planks.
On that, I want to bring in Coach Andre from the Vodacom Bulls, your conditioning coach. I need facts, yeah. So what is it? Is it the training that is intense for a prop or for this man specifically?
It's probably the toughest position on the rugby field. And they are the tough guys. They are really, really strong and powerful. So normally when they contract in the old days, I think Donnie Craven used to say that you buy a tighthead first and then the rest of the team. So they are very important to the rugby team.
Tell me about the planking. Firstly, is it true that he can plank for 7 minutes?
Yes.
And then tell me why. Why is that important for this position?
It's not just planking.
Okay, so yes, he can.
He can.
Okay, well done. Sorry for doubting you, Tom.
Okay. Get a touch.
So no, he can plank for 7 to 8 minutes, but it's not just planking. Planking is just the basis of getting that stability going, and then we work around the whole spinal engine. Spinal engine is from the top of his back of his head until the back of his heels, and he's got to be able to resist all those forces and go with it, and then still go forward.
How does that look when you go like this? Is there specific scenarios you set up in the gym to, I guess, train all of that?
Yes, there are a variety of exercises that we use to get him strong and stable in this round. So it's not just planking.
What is your favorite, I guess, to if this is working, I'm flipping strong now?
To be honest, they don't really have names. It's very awkward like exercises, and I've never heard what they're called.
Andre probably knows, but you don't.
There's one exercise where you put a band around your head. It's got weights hanging, and you're in a scrum position with a bar with 5 kilogram weights on the side, and you literally have to roll it out in a scrum position without going so far that you fall on your stomach, but not going so narrow that you're not working your core. So it's literally working the stability of the neck along with your core.
It's like the ab wheel rollout, but we just put external forces on the neck to start stabilizing that as well.
Okay.
So we're trying to do it more or less what they're doing on the field. We try and replicate that in the gym.
Thank you very much, Andre. Your favorite player, of course. Yeah. So I've got 3 very random questions for you.
Cool. Fire away.
Let's see if you can. Favorite dish you can cook and eat?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Okay, chef.
I make an incredibly good. If I do say so myself, it is not bad.
What's key?
You probably cook yourself, and giving away any secrets in the kitchen is a crime.
It's like the dog arts. I'm not getting secrets there. I'm not getting secrets on the kitchen. Come on.
I will not unless you will join me for dinner.
Okay.
Then you can see me make it. Then maybe I can make it.
Okay. I'm not allowed to record then though.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Get the cameras away.
Something people don't know about you, because I heard whispers that you're quite cultural.
I enjoy plays.
Like in the theatre.
I enjoy going to the theatre and enjoying a good play. I think it's such a fun way to relax, and particularly I like historical plays. And I recently watched the one about the Battle of the Tanzania Bay, which was between the British and the Zulus.
Do you like scrum anything at home?
No. At home, honestly, I just like to be a couch potato, and maybe the most I'll do is read.
Nothing. No, like just.
I will lie there.
Do you not scrum the couch to make it more comfortable?
No, I don't. I'm not lifting a finger at home. I don't want to be easy.
Khutha, thank you so much. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tighthead prop.
Thanks for having me.
Lekker!